what's really going on. Bitcoin, crypto, and currency. Currently looking at Litecoin against USDT. We're assessing some of these key technical aspects of price action moving forward. We're looking for the key areas of support and resistance. We're looking at what EngineeringRobo thinks of Litecoin at current levels. Let me know in the comments down below where you think price action is going to go. Are you bullish on Litecoin? Are we heading back to, $400, get into 500, 1,000, $500,000 per Litecoin, or you bearish on price action? We're at resistance, we're in a bear market, it's nothing but downside, there's no support, and we're heading straight to zero. Let me know in the comments down below where you think price action is going to go. Now, currently looking at Litecoin approach some potential key overhead resistance, I do believe suggested by the 0.5 Fibonacci level in play at the moment at $218, suggesting sell pressure. We also have my resistance level around $225, and I do believe the significance of this zone does have the potential to slap us all the way back down to support around 177 or the 0.382 Fibonacci level 172, as we have multiple rejections off of this level in the middle of February and the middle of March in this year. And so EngineeringRobo has been bullish on Litecoin ever since kind of $130 back in the end of July of this year, and we see price action has risen up to 63% since EngineeringRobo became bullish, and we can be even more bullish with this cloud buy now coming into play. So EngineeringRobo comes with many different Robo advisors between EngineeringRobo and EngineeringRobo Deluxe. So it is key to pick the best three that best fit your trading strategy, and I do believe this combination of buy suggestions suggests very long-term upside potential for Litecoin. I do believe if we consider here price action back in the 21st of October of 2020, we have the buy for end moon coming into play, and then just 2 weeks later we have the cloud buy coming into play, around $62 there kind of per Litecoin. And so we wait for at least two of the three chosen robo advisors to give us a buy or sell suggestion to better determine our position decision making. So as we can see, since these EngineeringRobo became kind of first bullish, supported with that cloud buy, we see price action rise up to 527% over the course of 178 days, easily turning $10,000 into over $60,000 EngineeringRobo's buy and sell suggestions. And we didn't have two robo advisors get bearish on Litecoin until kind of the 23rd of April of 2021 there, still allowing you to close your position with a 329% ROI over the course of 185 days, easily turning $10,000 into over $40,000 with EngineeringRobo's buy suggestions. And so if you didn't sell at that point and you waited for more upside, you saw price action rise up to that your $400 level. However, it was heavily recommended you get out of that market at the time, because as we can see, if you didn't sell when the first two robo advisors became bearish, you saw price action rise up to that kind of $400 level. However, we do see price action diminish eventually over the kind of coming months up to 53% before becoming bullish again. So EngineeringRobo saving your investment from 53% downside with EngineeringRobo's bearish suggestions. And so EngineeringRobo is not used to time the exact top or bottom of the market. It is used to better determine the best areas to start buying or selling that have the greatest chance of success. And so as we can see, with EngineeringRobo becoming bullish around $130 here, and then now maybe like a month later we have the cloud buy coming into play, I do suspect some very long-term bullish price action for Litecoin ahead. I do believe we will likely see price action plow through this upcoming resistance and get past previous levels near that kind of $413. And so the best times to be accumulating Litecoin would have been around $130 when EngineeringRobo became bearish. Another key area would have been to buy during this phase of consolidation when we had that cloud buy come into play. If you were to buy today, there would be a greater risk of short-term downside as we are approaching this resistance, and we will have to have candles open and close above kind of like $226 in my opinion to confirm that area as support. So you could buy today with higher risk of short-term downside, but I do believe in the long term we are heading back to these kind of higher highs near kind of $400. Now I want to take a look at Bitcoin against USDT. What do we have here? Price action currently correlating with $48,000 as support at the moment, looking very bullish for us. However, I'm going to need to see a entire daily candle open and close above $48,000 to confirm it as support, in my opinion. And we do have the 0.786 Fibonacci level, $51,700 per Bitcoin waiting for us as potential sell pressure overhead. I do believe we are looking very, very, very bullish overall. The overall demand for Bitcoin is very high, and this downside is very short-lived, and so it's just very hard to be bearish on Bitcoin at the moment with all of these kind of factors in play. Price action coming from some very euphoric all-time highs just above $60,000 there, plummeting all the way to and past kind of 30K, interacting with the top of the 20K range. That was creating a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, causing a lot of new investors to be very uncertain about the immediate direction of Bitcoin. However, the overall bullishness of Bitcoin kind of never went anywhere, and the buy pressure is just too potent through all of this downside, because as we can see in the kind of most recent months, we've been recovering in a very bullish manner through that whole correction, currently making our way back to previous all-time highs. EngineeringRobo becoming bullish around $35,000 per Bitcoin at the end of July here, and we have the golden cross coming into play a few days later, and we see price action raise up to 45% since EngineeringRobo became bullish over the last kind of month, with no rush to sell, as price action has just a lot of upward momentum at the moment. And so I do believe I want to consider the fear and FOMO zone here to determine a potential top for this bull run, if you will. If we were to consider this top of the FOMO zone here up at $114,000 per Bitcoin. So I'm easily suspecting a six-figure Bitcoin at least before this is anywhere considered close to over, or any sort of like longer-term bearish price action were to occur. Prices could very well make their way up into the FOMO zone, go past this kind of red line here, get up into the trading area, and experience some very high technical sell pressure. I do believe Bitcoin will be met with a very abrupt pullback upon entering this kind of FOMO zone here. However, once we're up in these levels, we're going to see some very volatile swings of price action, as that is going to be a very euphoric time for Bitcoin. Lots of upside ahead, lots of bullish potential. I do believe, in my opinion, the bull run is far from over at the moment. I suspect in the immediate short term, some outcomes for Bitcoin, if we were to experience anything other than immediate upside. I do believe a sideways or a slightly bearish short-term Bitcoin would be very bullish for us in the long term. I would say upward momentum starts to exhaust around the 0.786 line, and we experience continued sell pressure, and we trade sideways and hold above $48,000. I do believe that would be a very key tight range for a sideways Bitcoin that could allow altcoins to have some very euphoric gains and some very explosive upside over that period of time. If we were to experience a sideways Bitcoin, that would be very, very bullish for us overall. In addition to, if we were to experience any sort of downside, if things were to get suddenly bearish for whatever reason, my most bearish target for Bitcoin would be an interaction with the 0.618 Fibonacci level, $41,500 per Bitcoin, waiting for us as a very, very bullish area of support. However, that is looking very unlikely at the moment, because we can see all of the downside that we've tried to have during this uptrend is very short-lived, and these dips are being bought up very, very quickly. So Bitcoin just looking way too bullish at the moment. It is very hard to be bearish on Bitcoin kind of thing. If anything were to happen at the moment, it would be bullish for us. If we stay sideways, it's bullish. If we pull back to support, it's bullish. Bitcoin is just going up, in my opinion. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Try EngineeringRobo free with a link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below. Let me know where you think Bitcoin's going to go. What are you doing with your bags if you have them? Are you bullish on price action? Are we heading to the six-figure level? Or are you bearish on price action and we're plummeting straight to zero? There's lots of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, definitely contributing to the overall volatility and the upcoming indecision candles that may form during this volatile period. However, I'm very bullish on price action, very bullish on Bitcoin. There's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin, only better times. So there's definitely lots going on in the crypto sphere here, lots of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market still, I believe, in my opinion. And factors that could contribute to the potential sideways Bitcoin that we may experience over the immediate short term could be the very potent fundamental buy and sell pressure present at the moment. Currently, that could potentially cancel each other out, causing that, sideways Bitcoin, allowing for some very euphoric altcoin gains. So definitely Bitcoin in a very, very bullish state, and the buy pressure is high, and the demand is very potent. It's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin, only better times. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in for the next one.